Hello, ladies. My name is Dee-Dee Harris, and I am a sacred feminine frequency coach, and I guide women into a life where they are universally compensated. No job, no hustle. You get paid by your frequency. Today's topic is abundant, spoiled women who embody these three things. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, number one, ladies, you do not move in needy energy. You do not move in desperate energy. If you are a woman in her feminine energy, you will always be protected, guided, and provided for. Always. All right. So you do not struggle. So even though you do not know how you're going to pay your bills, you do not move in needy energy. You remember your worth. You stay in your feminine energy. All right. You create the safety within your body. Then you move to trust and then allowing. Let me explain. Let me say that again. You do not move in needy energy, even though you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You do not get desperate because you are a feminine woman. You being in your feminine energy, you have value. All right? You have value. Okay? You will always be protected, guided, and provided for. All right? All you need to do is to create the safety within your body. Then you move into trusting and then allowing. All right? So let me tell you what fear is. It's not necessarily that situation that you're afraid of. Okay? You're not afraid of being evicted. You're not afraid of not knowing how to pay your bills. You're not even afraid of losing that relationship. What is happening is your body is craving for safety. Your body just wants to feel safe. That's it. So it's never really that situation. It's your body, your nervous system just wants to feel safe. Hello, Goddess Diamond. Hello, how are you? So that is the thing. So when you are a woman in her feminine energy, you don't never have to worry about not being provided for, protected, or guided. So there's no reason for you to move in desperate energy. There's no reason for you to move in needy energy because you as a feminine woman, you already come with value. All you need to do is to create the safety within your nervous system because it's not even that situation that you're afraid of. You're not afraid of getting evicted, losing your home. You're not afraid of going homeless. You're not actually afraid of going through a breakup or going through a divorce. It's never that thing. It always starts within you first. So meaning your body just wants to feel safe. So all you need to do to allow abundance to spoil you is learn how to create the safety within your body. Then you move to trust and then you move to allowing. That's it. All right? That's it. Because again, when you are a woman in her feminine energy, you come with value. You will always be provided for. So I really want you ladies to really anchor this in, really embody what I'm saying. All right? And start moving with that energy. Start believing in that. Start trusting in that. Start knowing that. All right? And learn how to create the safety in your body that you need to create so you can learn how to rest and sit. And I actually teach you how to do this step by step in the Feminine Glow Up Academy, which is my community. All right. So what the next thing is how to get abundance to spoil you is, give me 1 minute. Okay. It's presence. All women need to practice presence. Okay. Because presence is the door to your receiving channels. When you receive, you only receive in the present moment. Okay? So when you're not in the present moment, that means you're in your mind. So when you're in your mind, that puts you in waiting, and there is no waiting. You collapse the timeline when you're present, when you're in your body, when you're present with the five senses: touch, taste, smell. What is it? Touch, taste, smell, sight, hear. When you are here in the now, when you are in the present moment, all right, that opens up your receiving channels. Versus when you're in your mind. When you're in your mind, you're anticipating. When you're in your mind, you're thinking of the past, right? When you're in the mind, it puts you in waiting. So if you want abundance to spoil you, you want to embody presence. You want to practice presence. Every woman needs to practice presence because that opens your receiving channels. When you receive that life that you want, the desires that you want, when will you receive them? You're going to receive them in the now. All right? When you're too much stuck in your head, that's when you start manifesting out of struggle. You manifest things that you don't want. So the abundance can't spoil you if you're stuck in your head contemplating and worry and fear, because majority of people use their minds for fear, doubt, and worry. And you can't be blessed with that. You can be blessed with that, but in a way that you don't want, because you're always manifesting, right? So when you're too much stuck in your head, you're going to manifest out of struggle. When you practice presence, when you're present within your body, when you're present around things that's in front of you that you could touch, see, taste, hear, when you're here, that's when you start manifesting from alignment. Do you get it now? Do you understand what I'm saying now? All right. So every woman needs to practice presence. Why? Because when you start receiving, when abundance starts spoiling you, you only can receive in the now. You can't receive nowhere else. You only receive in the now. So you being present opens up your receiving channels. So if you're too much in your mind, it's going to put you in waiting. And you don't want to stay in the frequency of waiting. You want everything right now. You want to feel it now. When you're present, you collapse the timelines of waiting. So when you're in your mind, you manifest from struggle. You're going to manifest from struggle. Therefore, you're going to keep repeating the same patterns over and over. Nothing new is coming in. Right? But when you're present in your body, you start manifesting from alignment, because everything lives in the now. That dream life you want is in the now. When it comes, it's going to be in the now. That money, that business, that love, peace. When you receive all of those things, abundance, when you receive all of those things, you're going to receive it in the now. So the present moment is the alignment to your life. So all women needs to practice presence, because it is the key to your receiving channels. It's going to open up your receiving channels. You're going to start receiving like this. Because why? Because you're in alignment. All right. The next one is learn the art of detachment. So you want abundance to spoil you, right? You have to learn the art of detachment, because what you focus on grows. If you want abundance to spoil you, you have to be careful on what you are focusing on. Okay? The art of detachment is you can look at your life for what it is, but don't identify with it. Okay? Start looking at your life, but don't identify with it. Be neutral. Okay? Be more of an observer. Start watching your life. Don't identify with your life. Just watch it, observe it, And understand that everything always works out for you. Life will always take care of life. Life will always work itself out. Life doesn't need your worry, your stress. It doesn't need your mental stories. It doesn't need that. So, if you want abundance to spoil you, I need you to embody the art of detachment. All right? So, and all that means is look at your current situation, but don't identify with it. Okay? Yes, you can feel. I'm not saying be numb. I'm not saying be I'm looking for what is called belligerent or whatever. What I can't think of the word. But I'm not saying just go. What I'm saying is, yes, you can feel what you're gonna feel in your body, but it don't need the mental stories behind it. So whatever you feel in your current situation, feel that. Don't run from feeling. I want you to become an embodied woman. You want to be an embodied woman. Yes, feel what you're feeling. You can feel frustrated. You can feel the disgust with your life or whatever, right? You can feel whatever it is you need to feel. Just don't add the mental stories to it. Because when you add the mental stories to it, that means you're putting your focus on what you don't like. Therefore, you're going to continue to manifest patterns, manifest cycles, manifest the same stuff happening over and over and over. Okay? So detachment has everything to do with you looking at your life, you observing your life, you watching your life, but you don't add the stories that goes along with it because nothing in life has a meaning to it. Don't identify with it. You identify with it by the thought processes that you have. Therefore, when you tell yourself a story, you're giving that situation an identity. Therefore, that situation is going to play out just like that because you're the creators of your own life. But when you become neutral, when you are embodied, when you are in presence, when you just observe, when you detach, you just watch. And I want you to feel what you're feeling because it's going to help with the intensity. It's going to help you with the intensity. So next time a huge life situation happens, you won't panic. It won't be no panic because you've learned the art of detachment. You've learned how to embody what you're feeling. You've learned how to alchemize what you're feeling so the intensity doesn't hurt anymore. So the last one is learn the art of detachment. Start observing your life. Don't identify with it. Don't put your mental stories to it. And I'm not saying suppress your emotions, your feelings neither. You need to become an embodied woman. Your body wants to feel, so allow it to feel. Just stay in the body. Don't add this. Detach from it. All right? And understand while you're detaching, while you're observing, while you're looking at a situation that seems not to be a good situation, that you don't know how you're going to get out of it, right? Just detach from it and just understand that everything always works out for you, that life takes care of life, and that life will always work itself out. This is the way of the feminine. If you want abundance to spoil you, you need to embody these teachings that I'm giving you. All right. So let's go back up to number 1. Allowing abundance to spoil you. Okay. How to allow abundance to spoil you. How you get spoiled. You know, number 1 is you don't move in needy energy. You don't move in desperate energy. You don't chase. You don't force. Even though you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. Even though you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, you still do not move in needy energy. What you do is you create the safety within your body, you move to trust, and then you start allowing everything to work itself out. And that's how abundance will start to spoil you, because you're in feminine energy. That's a woman that's embodied in her feminine energy. All right? If you do not know how to create the safety in your body, if you go into panic mode when life starts happening, when situations start looking you go into panic mode. If you don't know how to create the safety in your body, because that's all you need, right? That's what your body is calling for, just safety. It's not even that situation. Because when a person's smoking weed, they ain't worrying about them bills no more. Why? Because they numbed the fear. So what does that tell you? It's never that thing. It's never that thing. It's just your nervous system just wants to feel safe. If you don't know how to create the safety within your body, you can join my community, the Feminine Glow Up Academy. It's only $27 a month, and I will teach you step by step. There's a video I will send to you, a step-by-step video on how to create safety in your body so you won't be moving in desperate energy. Okay? The next one is every woman should know how to embody. Every woman should be practicing presence. Every woman should be in her body. If you are a woman and you're not in your body and you're too much in your head, you're in masculine energy. Therefore, your life will always be hard. Abundance can't spoil you like that. Abundance will only spoil the feminine woman, the woman who's in presence, who's in her body. Presence, being present, practicing presence will open up your receiving channels. It's going to hit. It's going to hit those desires, those wants, that money, those opportunities, that love. It's all going to come pouring into you, right? So when you're present, when you're in your body, when you're in the now, when you're right here, right now, you're in alignment to your desires. You start manifesting from alignment, because nothing exists outside of the now. Nothing exists outside of the present moment. Nothing. The present moment is the alignment to the life that you want. So you have to be here. If you're not here, you're in your mind. You're in your head. And you can't manifest from here. Because the reason why I say that, because people do not know how to think. They use their minds for doubt, worry, and fear instead of ideas and guidance. The mind is for downloads. The mind is for bright ideas. The mind is for guidance, not fear-based. All right? So the more you're in the mind, the more you're in waiting. Abundance is not going to come in waiting. You're going to forever be waiting. That waiting energy. And if you're too much in the mind, you start manifesting from struggle, from fear, from survival. That's all what's going on up here. So become present. Be in your body. That's the alignment that you want. All right? And understand that every woman needs to practice presence. Be an embodied woman. The more you're in presence in your body, or right here where you can see, you can touch, whatever you can touch, whatever you can see, whatever you can taste, that means you're in the present moment. Just know that abundance will spoil you. Hello, everybody coming in. Oh, thank you. Appreciate your word. I never seen you before, but I needed to hear this, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad that it resonates with you. All right. So the last one is, if you want abundance to start to spoil you, you need to embody the art of detachment. So all this is, how you detach. What is the art of detachment? It's when you can look at your life. It's when you can look at your situation and you don't identify with it. You don't bring your mental stories with it. You don't bring your mental stories with it. You observe it. You watch it, and then you allow it to work itself out. That's all you need to do. Now, I didn't say suppress your emotions. I want you to feel the feeling of going through that situation. That's gonna, you feeling the feeling of going through that situation is gonna help dissolve the intensity. Every time a life situation happens, it's gonna get easier and easier and smoother. You're going to start trusting. You're going to start feeling safer and safer in your body because it takes away the intensity. Feeling is healing. Feeling is healing. Right? So detach. Learn the art of detachment. And once you learn the art of detachment, you just watch what's happening. Don't identify with it. You don't put your worries, don't put your fears, don't put your doubt. Just know that everything always works out for you. That's where you need to be at. Practice this. It's a practice. Presence is a practice. Detaching, being the observer is a practice. Creating safety in your body is a practice. This is the way of the feminine. If you want to get paid to exist, if you want to be universally compensated, if you don't never have to work again, but you still want to be spoiled, you still want money to fall out of the sky, you still want life to fully support you without you lifting a finger, these are the teachings that's going to get you in this frequency that I embody. I embody this frequency. I live in this frequency. I don't work and I get any and everything that I want. All right? I guide women into learning how to do this. If this landed for you, then go ahead and click the link in my paid comment section. Click the link in my pinned comment section and join my community, the Feminine Glow Up Academy. It's only $27 a month. You're going to get a plethora of videos of whatever season that you're in. That's going to help you so much. All right. Also, if you are not ready to pay the $27, I also have a free community called the Feminine Glow Walk Club. This is a sisterhood, and we do move our bodies there. All right, we do move our bodies there. We also learn about feminine energy, and we are reinventing ourselves as well in there. So if you want to be in alignment with me, if that's what you want, if you want to be in alignment with me and you're not ready to pay for the membership, come into my free community. That information as well will be at the bottom, will be pinned, well, not pinned, but that information as well will be in the comment section. All right. All right, ladies, I'm going to go ahead and go now, and I'll see you in the next one.